Hello, fellow YouTubers. I'm One Man of the Sky, and I'm going to tell you what exactly a rope dart is. Now, a rope dart was actually an assassin tool used in ancient China, say around Sun Tzu's time. And what they would do, for example, the assassins would sit up in like a tree, and when their target walked by, they'd spin it, pierce them, kill them, pull it back, and they'd just walk away, go on their merry way. Now, this is what a rope dart looks like. It consists of obviously a rope. Now the rope varies on practitioner, which I'll get to that in a minute. Now at the end you got about 5 metal rings. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you obviously got the dart. Now like I said, the assassins, they would make this super sharp so they could go into the target easier. Now modern day practitioners use a flag or feathers for 2 reasons. A, so they can hear it, and B, so they can see it, depending on how fast they go. If they're going real fast, they want to hear it, because you can't really see it. Now, when I said that the dart varies by practitioner, the rope anyway, the way you find out the perfect rope for you is you'll hold it in this hand, stretch your hand all the way across, take your other hand, stretch it all the way across, and then you stand up. Now when you stand up, the dart should just barely hover above the ground. Now I'd show you, but I'll maybe in a later video. Now, one of the basic concepts is how to hold your rope dart. Now the way I would hold my rope dart, and I think you should too, is you make a regular shoe knot, and once you fiddle with it, you'll make it very easy to go through, which I'll show you in a later video. Now when you got it like this, you can just stick your hand through and push that against your wrist. Like that. So you have both hands handy. This one can hold the slack of the rope, and this one can do all the tricks. Now, the second basic concept is swinging. Now the reason I'm showing you this is because a lot of people that I've tried to teach can't swing. They end up doing this number here. Like instead of doing this, they do this. I don't get it either. So once you've mastered swinging, which is good for you, you move on to one of the first tricks they teach you, and that is a front strike, which is one of the easiest, I think. So what you do, you just start with a frontward swing, and once you feel the momentum, like now, and now, and now, that's when you let go. And you just let it fly forward, like this. You bring it back, fly forward. And usually once you bring it back, like this, you go into a backward swing, like this, which can lead you to other tricks, like a backwards elbow shot, which I'll show you in later videos. Now, some of the other ancestors or cousins to the rope dart is the biggest one, the closest one is the meteor hammer. The meteor hammer has the same fundamentals, except instead of a dart, it's got a weight about the size of an apple at the end. And that causes blunt trauma. And the reason it's the bigger cousin is because since it's heavier, it swings twice as fast. So just because there's no piercing doesn't mean it doesn't do damage. And so I recommend, if you're going to get into this stuff, you want to do the rope dart first instead of the meteor hammer. Now if you're ambitious, go ahead and do the meteor hammer. Other relatives would be the rope claw or the flying claw, and that, it's kind of weird. It's like basically just 3 prongs. Looks like a claw, really. Go figure. And it's just attached to a rope. Kind of weird. Now the other one that most people hear of is the whip chain. Now, if you don't know what a whip chain is, just go look it up. There's plenty of other videos on YouTube. So, if there's anything I left out, please let me know. Comment. And let me know how I did. If I left anything out, like I said, I'd like to know. But I just know what I know. So thank you. Jayo.